As a woman, media has portrayed such a vivid image of what we're expected to look like.
I know I fight a lot to really make myself presentable in a way that is approachable and passionate and driven.
I figured out who I am, like truly. I'm a Filipino trans woman.
You know, I didn't believe that I was worthwhile. I didn't believe that I was valuable because that's the message that's on offer to black folks, to queer black folks, that we don't exist and that we're not valuable members of society. And if I didn't have that to kind of slog through, I wouldn't feel like I'm kind of catching up on so much lost time.
For the longest time, I actually rejected my own identity as a First Nations person.
Media is not always your best friend, and I used to think that all my problems were kind of related to the fact that I have hair on my face and all along my body, and I would look at all these girls who completely changed the way they look, and it really just killed me because I felt like I was stuck in this body.
And for the first 2 months of school, no one sat in the whole back row of the bus because I sat there.
It wasn't until grade 3 that I made friends, and it was with my friend who's black, and it was always just us two who were not white. And I guess I always grouped us together.
I was never just human, somebody with an opinion or an identity or a creative side to me. It was unfair. It was almost unfair to the point where I felt what was the point? Why should I come out and be different?
A lot of them would say, oh my goodness, you're so articulate, or, completely innocent things, but it's the underlying message behind it that really bothered me, because they look at me and they think that I need to speak a certain way or act a certain way because I'm a black woman.
I identify myself as an ongoing learner, someone that is in constant discovery of really discovering herself.
It was difficult to go from hating myself completely to blaming everything on my body to actually just accepting it and being at peace with that, and it helped me become at peace with everything in my life, really.
In my teenage years, actually, I knew there was something missing inside me. I could just feel there was an emptiness, a void that I would try and fill. And it wasn't until I actually hit university where I found my culture again, and it really embraced who I was as an Indigenous woman, and embraced that I'm not weak or just a trashy person that their life can be thrown away. So I really embraced who I was and found my purpose.
Being Muslim is something that I was born into. That's all I've known that I am. Being a visible Muslim, I wear hijab. People always associated me to that religion.
I didn't have a word for it back then, but it just felt like something was missing.
I guess that whole grouping of we all experience discrimination together, I always did kind of feel togetherness with the other.
The journey of really digging in more to my culture honestly just started in my early mid-20s, so 23, 20 to now when I backpack in the Philippines and really looking at what is a Filipino, right?
There are other problems I face along the way, like my gender identity, and
it's almost like a liberating feeling to look different, to be different from everybody else. It's okay, I don't have to worry about how I look because the way I am is just the way I am.